Around 4 months ago, I built the ultimate stealth camper van for evenings away so I can park anywhere without drawing any attention to myself. But since building the van and showing some of my adventures online, the van has actually been seen by millions of people across different social media platforms. So my question is this: can this stealth camper van still go under the radar, or has this old girl seen the last of her stealth days?
I know who you are.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I watch your YouTube video every week.
Okay. And to test this, I'll be heading out for a blatant stealth camp to see if the van gets recognised. This is either going to be a successful stealth camp or a complete failure. But without the iconic sign writing, this van looks like any other white van. So the first thing to do is to pop on the magnetic viral signs and head to somewhere busy. That side's done. Got one on the front. This side is done. And one on the back. And that one as well. My first test is going to be if it just gets recognised me driving around, to be honest. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a drive through St Ives on a very, very busy weekend in summer. See if I can find somewhere to park there, and then if so, I might end up staying there tonight. But if I can't, then I'll just come back to Hale, which is where I am now, and stay here. St Ives, I am in you. So far, the stealth van strikes again. Oh, excuse me, my love. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Just need to start like beeping my horn. Beep, beep. Beep, 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 beep. Right, so the island car park is where I want to try and stay. If not, I don't know. Not looking promising though, because there are currently vehicles reversing out. I pull in over here and that car can get past, hopefully. This is the one you want to be in though, if you can get it. After about 10 minutes of trying to find a space, I accepted fate and gave up.
Welcome to sunny St Ives.
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
So I'm fairly local.
I know who you are.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I watch your YouTube video every week.
Okay.
I'm a big follower, despite being an enforcement officer.
Well, tell me if you don't want to be on a video, because I've got a camera there.
Alright. Bye guys. It's all clear for you to go straight down.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
I was trying my luck with this car park, but it ain't happening.
The only place you're going to get this time of day is rugby club.
Yeah, right.
Alright.
Right on.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate. He probably would have recognised the van even if it didn't have the signs on, so that doesn't count. Get me out of here, I want to go home. Okay, so I'm currently parked at the side of the road in Hale. I just found some spaces, so I thought I'd just dive in here for the minute. I'm just going to stay here for a bit. It's a very, very busy street. I've kind of parked next to, I mean it must be bin day here because there's loads of like rubbish out on the street, so it's kind of fitting with the asbestos look. It's almost like if there was a house clearance. I mean look, there's a skip there next to the bins. So it's kind of like if there was a house clearance, like you'd expect to see an asbestos van or something like that parked next to it. But yeah, I'm going to stick it here for a bit and then I'll move as the evening progresses so that I can have a nice view, eat my dinner and just chill out. Well, I'm going to get into the back of the van because it is a sweaty day and I'm hoping it's going to be a bit cooler back here. It should be because, again, insulated back there, not insulated up here. Sneak into the back through the door. Oh. Let me open this. Oh, get some air in here. Oh, I'm not sure if that's better or worse. The whole purpose of this video is for me to work out whether it's time to retire the asbestos removal signs. This is the thing when you try to be stealth and you camp in locations and you put it on the internet, people will always start to recognize your vehicle and you. This van is probably the most stealth van I've ever built, because when the sign writing's not on it, it looks like just a regular white van, but people still seem to recognize it. The van I had before this, the Transit, wasn't stealth either, because one, it looked like a camper van, but not only that, it was quite well recognized with the big wheels on it and everything, and the roof rack that I had on it, so most places I went, people would recognize that as being my van. And the Vivaro that I had originally had a huge roof deck on the top, which made it stand out a mile, because it was pretty much the only Vivaro in Cornwall that had that sort of roof deck on the top. It's really difficult to be stealth when you put it on the internet. I do still believe that the best way for me to be stealth is just to have it as a plain white van that can be anything, essentially. It just looks like a regular builder's van, but then you're more likely to get broken into. The whole point of the sign writing is to sort of sway people off from wanting to break into it, because when it's just a plain white van, there's always that thought of, it could be a junk van with nothing in it but scrap wood, or it could be a van that's got very, very expensive tools in it. So the asbestos removal signs is supposed to put people off from wanting to break into this van. Today's video is sponsored by TesterUp, an app that allows you to test new apps, games, surveys and websites and get paid for your feedback. Do you ever get home from work late and you've had dinner and then you sat down in front of the TV and you're just sort of on your phone, doom scrolling or just playing games? Well, with TesterUp, you may as well get paid to do that. You just download the app, complete certain tasks, and there's no hidden subscription fees. The app's completely free. And each task includes a description of what you need to complete to get paid and how much you're going to get paid. It's that simple. And it's really easy to set up, and you get paid within 24 hours by bank transfer. The most you'll get paid is £80 per app test. And one of the best parts is that new tasks get added to the TesterUp app on a regular basis. So it's not like if you get through all of them, and there are a lot on there, it's not like you've then got to wait for new ones to be added, because they are constantly being added on there. I mean, this is how great it is. I went on the app earlier when I was literally just chilling out in the van, and I completed 3 tasks in less than 30 minutes. And I'll receive the funds from that within 24 hours. So if you're on your phone of an evening, you may as well download the TesterUp app for free right now and start earning real money. I'll link TesterUp below. There's no discount code because it's completely free. Thank you again to TesterUp for sponsoring today's video. Enjoy, start making some money. Back to the video. So, I realised a few things while sat in the back of the van. One, it's really hot, like unbearably hot today. And 2, it's insanely boring being parked at the side of the road, not doing anything. So I'm going to take a drive down to a beach, going to go for a walk, dip my feet in the water just so I can just cool down. A bit cooler down here, bit of a breeze. So this is like the industrial bit just down from like the main beach in Hale, just down here. And you can actually park at the side of the road for free pretty much all day. And the van kind of sort of settles in quite nicely there with these industrial buildings behind it, but yeah, it's just a bit tucked away for my liking. I want to be loud and proud this evening. They do some really, really nice food in this Gilbert's place here. I've got food for this evening. I've got it in the van, but based on how hot it is, do I really want to be inside cooking when I can't even stand there without any heating on because it's just too hot. So worst case scenario, I could come down here if it is open this evening. I don't know, I only normally come here in the daytime, but if it is open at night, then I could come down here, get some nice food for the evening, but I'll play that by ear, I think. Whoa, it was a deep bit then. Sometimes just getting your feet wet is enough to cool you down. I mean, I'm up to my shins, if you can see that, and I'm already feeling so much cooler. I think I'm going to go get a drink from Gilbert's, but there's a few things that I need to sort of consider with this stealth van. And I don't know whether it's just because it's summer at the moment and it's really hot, but you know, I purposely didn't put air conditioning in this van or any form of a fan, because normally it's only sort of warm in this country for like a couple of months of the year, and it's a lot to install and it's a lot to carry around for not actually using it that often. But do I have regrets over that slightly at the moment? Yes, I do, because it is very, very ridiculously hot that I don't even want to sit in there. If I was on a campsite and I had all my doors open, then it would be a completely different story. But as a stealth camper van, it needs to be comfortable enough for me to be able to be in there all year round with the doors shut. Something very refreshing about orange juice and lemonade. I mean, don't get me wrong, all of these things that I regret not putting in the van or anything like that, they can all be changed. It's not like it's set in stone. I can quite easily put in some sort of fan system. You can get some quite good USB like battery powered ones that you can just plug in, and it's the same with like the Wi-Fi. You know, I never really put like its own sort of Wi-Fi router in there because I never felt like I needed it. But it seems to be increasingly, the more places that I go to without Wi-Fi, it's getting harder to get 5G inside the back of the van. So again, it's something that I can always add at a later date. But you know, I don't even know what I'm doing with the van yet, whether I'm going to keep it or whether I'm going to raffle it off like I did with the Transit. But I know one thing, I need to have another plan, or at least another build on the way before I even consider that, because I can't be without a van. Not only because I use my vans to make these YouTube videos, but also because with the amount of stuff that I do in the sea, whether it's surfing or snorkeling or anything like that, it's so much easier when you've got a van. And for any of you that own vans, you'll know this more than anything. Once you've had a van where you can just chuck things in the back and not really worry about it, going back to a car is very difficult. Nice walk on the beach. Now I seriously need to think about somewhere that I'm going to stay for the entire evening and stop moving around. I don't want people thinking that's me, do I? You're gonna do this, gotta do it properly. Oh. That'll do. See, now normally when I'm trying to be stealth, I go in through the door from the cab into the back, the little secret door through the partition. But as I'm kind of parked along this estuary here, I'm just gonna open the door, sit with the doors open, get some nice fresh air inside the van. I don't feel like I'm being very stealth, but you know, that's what this test is all about, isn't it? So I guess all there is to do now is just sit here and enjoy that view. So I appreciate that it's not nighttime yet and it's still fairly daylight outside. It's 6:15 in the evening. A few people have walked past the van, not even batted an eye. So maybe it's not time to retire the signs. You know, I'm being pretty blatant with where I'm parking and everything, and nobody cares. I mean, from this side of the van, it's obviously that it's open and, you know, something's going on. But from the road side, from over here, it just looks like a normal asbestos removal van. So I think I've not necessarily mastered it, but I've got the best of both worlds. I can sit here with a view, but from the side that anyone can see, other than if there's people out there working on their boats like that man that's out there, other than to them, this just looks like a normal builder's van parked in this car park. The place next door does really nice ice creams and like ice cream sundaes and things like that, and I was tempted to go over there, but I've not had dinner yet, so if they're still open by the time I've eaten, then I might treat myself. For tonight's meal we have these lamb kebabs. I think I might even be able to cook them inside the Ridge Monkey. I have a feeling they will fit perfectly. Do you know, I could probably even cook all four at the same time. Providing I can close the lid while the sticks are sticking out. Well, good enough. I think I'm going to have to take the sticks out because they're kind of catching fire, which is 100% not what I want. See? Oh. There we go. That's better. I'll tell you what though, cooking in the Ridge Monkey has definitely reduced the amount of smoke and smeech I get inside the van. Obviously having the door open helps as well, but it's like, as soon as I open this, watch how much comes out. Ready? See? So rather than that just like bellowing out into the van, it's all contained in the Ridge Monkey. Ooh, nice. Okay, so this is what I've got going for dinner, right? Got some Greek style flame baked flatbreads, tzatziki loaded dip. Chuck some of that in there. I also have some Moroccan couscous. Well, it says Moroccan style couscous, but you get the idea. It's the fruity one. One kofta, two koftas. And then the idea behind this is to fold it over, essentially. Look, see? And then we just bite into it. And other than the drum and bass or whatever music that is that's pumping outside, I can sit here with that view and enjoy this masterpiece of a meal that I've just made. I got a shake. Oh god, I'm dripping caramel or whatever it is, but toffee sauce everywhere. This thing is outrageous. I mean, I probably could have skipped dinner and just had this. Look at the size of it. That's definitely what she said. I went for the banoffee one. It kind of needs a bigger tub. It was like £8, mind.
Okay, I am struggling. I've made quite a big dent in this. It's got bananas in it, so it's not overly unhealthy.
It would appear I have company. Another camper. I'm actually having quite a nice evening. Got some free music across the other side there. Got these geese flying over at me, making lots of noise. It's great. I know that sounds like I'm being sarcastic, but I'm not being sarcastic. I actually am having a very nice, relaxing night. I've been watching some TV. I'm pretty sure this ice cream place should be shut now. This car park's pretty much empty other than this other van that's parked here. This road is pretty busy, the one that's going past all these cars here. But when I'm sat in the van, I can't hear any road noise. I can just hear, obviously, the music going on across the water there. But I don't think the road's going to keep me up all night. I just love the way that you sort of walk along here, just be like, oh, it's just a builder's van there. Goodbye, friends. Okay, so it looks like my only friends, the camper van next door, have gone. There is, however, a pub across the road, so I think it'd be rude not to go over there for at least one beer. Let's go for a little wander over to the pub. I'm gonna leave all the lights on except for this one. And don't forget the keys. It's a very quiet pub considering, so I've sat outside. And I've literally just got a message on Instagram from somebody saying, just seen your stealth van in Hale. Looks even better in person. So, if you know, you know. And then I said, well, come over to the pub for a beer then.
Does it look different in the flesh?
It looks better in person, definitely.
Like me as well. I look better in person. He's probably thinking, you look a lot shorter than what I thought originally, but...
Can you give a shout out to my mate that isn't here at the minute?
Yeah?
Hey Archie, I beat you here. But, yeah.
Is this the guy that refused to give you a lift
Yeah,
here?
he didn't want to come over.
Oh, you snooze, you lose.
I got my dad out, so it's alright.
So that was Ed. He's the guy that said that he saw my van as he was driving past. So, swung around, came for a quick drink in the pub, and obviously I had to show him the van, didn't I? So, believe it or not, but it is actually, it is actually 11:45, so it's way past my bedtime. So, I'm going to get the bed ready. Bed is all made. I'm tempted, you know, to sleep with the door open. Let me just turn some of these lights off, and then just... have it a little bit ajar like that. On that note, I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Good morning. I did pull the door to, but I didn't shut it completely. I can still get my hands through there. So I had a nice like constant breeze. I've just woke up at about, I don't know, 1-2 o'clock in the morning, got really paranoid that somebody was just going to come and start watching me sleep. You know, like how I've been mentioning at the end of most of my videos recently that I've got a P.O. box now? Well, I have had some stuff delivered. So I figured I should probably open them on camera and say thank you to everybody that sent me stuff. I have 3 items. Oh, that worked.
This, I think it's a inflatable pillow by the looks of it. Let me have a look. Keep away from flames, blah, blah, blah. Be careful not to, I thought I was going to say be careful not to come then. Be careful not to come into contact with corrosive liquids. There's no note, so if you sent me this inflatable pillow, then thank you. Oh, there was a note. There was a note and I've just ripped it in half. It's a "That's What She Said" t-shirt. Even, well, it says "That's what she." So you got to leave the other bit up to your imagination. Let's have a look. God, it's really hard to read this in 3 pieces. If you want one of these "That's What She Said" t-shirts, go to this website here. That would be great. Be like a lighthouse and shine. James Blundo, this guy right here, he makes these colourful prints. I actually think that, you know, this would look quite nice up in my garage when I get it done. I'll link James's website if you are interested in any of this. As I've mentioned, if you want to send me anything, whether it's to go up on my garage wall, whether you just want to send me a letter just to say that you like my work, I'd rather not get any hate mail, but you never know, then this is my PO box and you can send stuff there. Thank you to everybody that sent me stuff. This t-shirt will be making an appearance in a video very soon. Let's have a look. I think we went unnoticed. Other than the odd subscriber. Right, let's get out of here before it gets too early. I mean, it's just gone 8 o'clock, so let's get out of here. Now, I've got to say, I actually slept really well here. It was so peaceful at night. And I wasn't too hot, and I think it's helpful that I had my sort of side door open all day, because it does allow the inside of the van just to cool down a little bit. And as far as the signs go, I'm not going to get rid of them yet. I will get them to live to see another day, but I might get another set. But anyway, thank you to everybody that continues to support the channel. You're all absolute legends. Thank you to everybody that comes back every week and watches. Without you, I won't be able to keep this show on the road, so I appreciate it. And other than that, I'll see you next week. Cheers.